On today's episode on What's a Barber Saying, we'll be talking about Serena Williams' wedding, and we'll be trying to discover as into why her father, Richard Williams, didn't attend. Stay tuned.
Richard Williams was from Shreveport, Louisiana, and came from a very small town, and he was raised, by a single mother who instilled in him some really great values. But the things that Richard saw transformed his thinking and his outlook really on everything, and justifiably so. He had seen men beaten. He had seen, people denied opportunity. He grew up in an era where, the colored-only sign was standard.
A lot of things went wrong here. Right here is where 6 or 7 guys helped me down and actually took a nail that goes in a cross tie and nailed that sucker right into my leg. The reason they would do something like this is simply because I wouldn't call them mister. And I don't think it was fair for me to call no one mister that always called me boy and nigger and always trying to kill me.
Is that Serena Williams' dad? Why would he attend the wedding, right?
Because that's his daughter.
Are you not? 1 second, hold on.
No.
Listen, let me explain something to you, Ren. You see his kids? You see his children?
Yeah.
Like he said, let me just quote what he said. He hates them as much. He hates them because they hated him all his life.
Yeah.
He has no, like he said, he's seen his friends being lynched. He's seen his friends get run over.
Yeah.
He's seen it all.
My best friend at that time, little man, was killed. So I took off where he left off from, and in the process of little man getting killed, he was killed by some white people, and they said it was Ku Klux Klan, from what I understand. And during those days, they would take what is called an axe or a hatchet and chop your hands from your wrist and run chicken wire and hang them up on the fence. And they tied his nose behind him and hung him.
Yeah. So when he had his kids, his soul, like his commitment or his dedication was to train those kids to become the greatest tennis players ever lived.
And they become.
Which, through his persistence.
Yeah.
Now we both know tennis is a white man's game, right?
Yeah, go on. All right, cool. Elite.
Mm-hmm. So he's so already the hate he's got for these people is that he's going to install the blackest of blackest people into the middle of Wimbledon.
Mm-hmm.
In Wimbledon, you know?
Yeah.
You know Wimbledon?
Yeah.
And the French racist country. And what do they call that place over there? Where they play this, Modern Gorge or whatever they play, where they play tennis over there. He made sure to install the 2 blackest, darkest black woman you can see.
In my eyes, with Serena,
She forgot. No,
She
but the mum,
really-
it's
she
the
really
mum and the dad,
fought.
isn't it? I think, are the mum and dad still together?
No.
No, because you see what it is now. The mum is pushing them forward to, as we would say, the Illuminati and them people. Go on with them people there and live life, innit? Where the dad is saying, nah.
you don't know people treated me.
You
don't know where I come from.
there is no association with these people. We don't want nothing to do with these people. I want you lot to be rich, but keep that richness within the black people, the community.
I would go back to the ghettos of Compton and get some of those gang members who used to protect my daughters from other gang members. And I would go get the members of the Crips and bring them to the U.S. Open and Wimbledon. And they would sit in box seats. And they would sit there and watch my daughter. And it would give so many other kids the opportunity to see that they can do it. And they would remember Venus and Serena, and they would say, boy, they did it, I can do it.
As you can see, Serena's married to a white man now. Have you seen that? Have you seen the physique on this black woman? What's he going to do with that? What is he going to do? What is he going to... I will get mad over that. What is he going to do with that?
That is your business.
He's trying his thing.
Allow all that, bro. Please.
Now, at the end of the day, the problem there is the money. The money and the industry that she's in.
It's got to her.
It's got to her. I mean, you check it. At the top, you show me one black figure. Like when Serena came in, do you think she was aspiring to be another black tennis No, it wasn't. Steffi Graf and all
That's
that.
who she was trying to be
That's
like.
German rude boys. You understand? Martina Navratilova.
So
That ain't an African name.
Do you understand what I'm
gonna
saying?
tell you
There
that
was
now,
no
bro.
Ubanenge.
That's not. That's Martina Navratilova.
It's an African.
It's not.
It's not an African. There was no Ubanenge
I
there.
thought.
There was no African lady called Ubanenge who won the world title. And if there was, they never went to Africa and kicked her out.
Obviously, we every time Wimbledon comes up, they now and then they throw a little history up. So last Wimbledon, we found out that there was a black man that won Wimbledon 1950. Like that.
Oh wow.
What was his name?
Arthur Ashe.
It might have been. I'm going to take Mummy's word for it.
Is it there?
I'm not doubting Mummy.
I didn't know this. I've been here a long time and I didn't know that Arthur had won.
Yeah, see, so first black man. But they don't advertise.
I think he's the founder of the US Open.
They do not advertise that at all.
The US Open.
Yeah, he's the founder.
Once again, he's from the US Open.
Yeah, he's American. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's American.
But no, I personally think like that is 100 being right. Why? So you see his father. His father's white, and he's gonna have a grandfather. And Lord Jude will have a great grandfather who's been there since the start of the beginning when they used to lynch black people and all them things there. So you really think Mr. Williams wants to go sit down with one of the slave catchers or a slave trader? No, it's alright. I don't want to be in the same place as them.
I don't think maybe
He didn't go through all of that. He didn't go through all of the hardship.
Children don't
He didn't
really.
go through all that hardship. To
No, but you know what?
to bring
Yeah?
his picnic and
Our kids are not gonna be too concerned. This is the way I see things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be too
This is-
concerned
but
about
this is-
how things reflect on us. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, but we should.
They're not too concerned
But
about
you see
that.
someone like Serena, who, as you can see, her dad is outspoken. So he was outspoken from way before she even became a superstar.
Yeah.
So he would have told her, listen, don't make these white people fall up your head and think that you're white, you know.
No, but they did.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying to you. So when people say, is he wrong for not going? No, he's not wrong. Because he already had foreseen and told her, don't get involved in all of this.
I mean, why choose those words? Little white, no good trasher in America.
Well, I think that what I live by what people allow me to live by at one time. Today I live by what I want to live by. And if I was called trash, why can't I repeat the same word? I was called worse than trash. I've seen people call me the worst names in the world that I don't hear you commenting about right now. I was called niggas and everything else. I said the right thing then, I say it now, and I don't back down.
Yeah, but you let the white people then when you're drinking tea with them at Wimbledon and all these places and all
Yeah, it's all about.
you start to believe that you're
Alright, so then,
white.
do you think that is a symbol for her to show that she's better than black people?
No.
For her, like what she did?
No.
Or
No, you're not
because the
better.
statement that went out before in the newspaper was that she couldn't find no black man that is in her talent.
No, of course you can't.
She's a liar.
No, of course you can't.
Well,
Because you want to sit down. Because you want to sit down. You want to sit down in a 9-star restaurant and eat scallops. I can't do that, mate. I don't know nothing about scallops from a 9-star half cooked. I don't know nothing about that.
So at the end of
Yeah,
the
what
day,
I want you
where
to
she
do is,
was,
I want you to, apart
It's the
from
easy
your
way out,
career,
Fred. She
apart
took
from
the
your
easy
career,
way out.
I want you to put your career down. I want you to go in the kitchen and cook some food for me and you.
She took the
Why?
easy way
Because,
out.
because you're so rich, we have to go to a scallop place. So I don't understand all of that stuff.
My nigga.
yeah, she took the easy way out. That's what
Let's be
happened.
real about it, innit?
She took the easy way out. It's easy to spin around and say, oh, I couldn't find no black man with the intelligence, or couldn't find no black man that were on the same level as I was. You spin around and see the same drive that took you to get to Wimbledon, you see that in someone that's in catering, or a chef, or, do you see what I'm saying?
No, it's not.
Or he's
It's
a
not good
doctor.
enough. It's not good enough.
Yeah,
You
that's
can,
nasty
because
thinking,
financially, you're not on par with her. You see the guy she's with now, he's on par with her.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Financially, he can compete. So when she says, "Oh, babe,"
not going there,
when she
he's
says,
not going
"Babe,
there to
I want
eat
to
those
buy a boat this week," he can say, "Oh, babe, here's half the money. Oh, babe, I'll buy it for you."
Go and buy the boat.
But if she goes to because if she goes to a young black man who's in university right now, and who's got tuition fees, and he's got, you know, in America, once you do your university, you got a whole heap of debts to pay. But he ain't got that drive. You know why? Because he hasn't got the money yet. So she can't be with someone like that.
I mean, look, even I'm gonna spin around and say something. You see the cameraman. One time the cameraman told me a story about one of
What,
his
Idris
people.
Alba? Say
Hold on.
Sorry.
One time the cameraman told me a story about one of his people. How he's with a certain girl, and because of certain tuition fees, was it, cameraman? I think it was the tuition fees. My man's using the tuition money to get the parts to do the schoolwork. No, you're meant to spend it on this. No, I needed to spend it on that. So the girl spin around and said, I can't be with you if that's how you're thinking. The man said, but I'm using it to better myself. No, but you're not using it the way I want you to use it. This was the man, say he's doing a camera course. He goes out and buys a camera.
For the course.
With the tuition money.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Well, I'm trying to get a camera from her. No, I don't like how you're doing it. Well, I'm trying to better myself. I don't like how you're trying to better yourself. And you get girls like that. Serena's one of them. Serena has now become one of them, where she looks down on her own fellow black man.
But she shouldn't, because her father never grew her like that.
But she's now reached that status.
Her father would have grown, like you see her in her first 5 years of tennis. I bet you any money that girl never had no form of manners towards no white person.
Relax. Yeah, of course not. She was probably bracking up them Russian gal and laughing. Bracking up them Scandinavian gal and laughing. Yeah, but now, they're very good at that though. Our very top. The top of our community.
They changed them.
They
those are the ones they changed.
They suck them in fast.
Because those
they know that Serena.
Of
course, there's gonna be how much black girl that wanna be like Serena.
No, not anymore.
No, even now. Social media world? Come on, man.
But this is, do you know what gets on my nerves? Before she got married, she was on TV, on Instagram, twerking like she's black and all
I know. I saw her in Beyonce's.
So are you gonna twerk for this white don now?
Yeah, she's gonna twerk for him.
What's she gonna twerk for him? You gonna twerk that big old thing that my man's gonna have a heart attack?
It's alright.
Allow that, man.
They're rich. We'll buy another heart. They're rich, man. They're rich. They're living in a different world, man. Yeah, she's going to some. I know she's going to some freaky party.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know she's going to some freaky
100%.
party. Like I said, once you get into that world there, yeah, you better know that your picnic might get put up for sacrifice. Be careful, yeah, because you're working with the devil now. There's no way in that country there, if you're a rich black person, you're gonna have to do some real nasty stuff.
100%.
Real nasty.
Well, she
stuff.
did play tennis. Yeah, she's not in the other world. She's in the tennis world.
Yeah,
she just got money.
Yeah, but it drew her over, didn't it? Easily, just drew her over. You've got to be careful, man. We're losing so many of our heroes, you know.
Consider dad's point of view, really.
She's got.
You can see how the dad.
I'm upset for him.
Point of view. I'm involved with the dad. I'm not attending.
It's your daughter, isn't it?
I'm not attending.
Yourself.
You only give her away once, so you're only meant to give her away once.
I'm not attending.
So it's a deep thing.
Okay, so I see. So it's not even. Yeah, it's not even about him attending. It's about him giving her away.
Well, that's it.
Look at that. You gave her away the first time you give away your daughter away.
Well, I tell you what. You see, the first time you linked him, the first she was better off. I'll tell you what. She was better off going to go and get a crib and bring him home. And let daddy change the crib. Do you catch me? She was better off doing that. Because the daddy's not accepting none of that. You see, like how the white man will not accept like a black man into his family. It's not happening. Like, let me show you something. If a white man accepts you into the family, he accepts you into the family. It's very rare that you get brought into the family, meaning you get entrusted to be part of the business now. You inherit part of the business. You know what I'm saying? Even in England, a lot of white parents who their kids are with black brothers, we accept him because he's the father. Don't think he's coming into the family business. The brothers won't. If she's got brothers, they won't even have it. Where's he going? You're bringing him into what business?
Yeah, that's a different family
That's
conversation.
a different family conversation.
You don't get that. You turn up late to that one, everyone stop talking.
Yeah.
That's a different family conversation. Yeah, so end of the day, Serena's been keeping up this stupidness for a long time. She's lost to us. Yeah? What they call it? PM, set, and match.
As you say, I pick cotton. And I used to pick some cotton, so I remember periods that at times didn't look like I was going to ever get out of a cotton field. It was so far. And what's interesting about that was that cotton made me who I am today. I was told once that the guy was picking cotton for Mr. Joseph. He said, I'm not going to pay this boy because this boy didn't do nothing but ride on your sack. He told my mom. And I said to myself, I'm going to get my pay. He may not pay me, but I'm going to get it. So I got my pay. But in the process of getting the pay, I guess one of the white farmers that he had two of them, shared with him that I came and stole his cotton. and he was going to make a great example of me. So the next day when I was in the field, he came up on this big horse riding with a whip. And I had prepared myself. So when I threw the snake on the horse threw him off and stepped on him. But I couldn't go back to his field no longer.